Hey America, I'm still in Facebook jail. I cannot do Facebook Live because obviously I am not a Democrat, right? And the leftists don't want people like myself to have a voice. That's okay. Okay? We are going to bypass these people, all right? But let's get right down to it. The FBI murdered an American on American soil. Okay? The Federal Bureau of Investigation murdered an American citizen. Okay? 70 something years old man that needed help walking. Okay? A man that was taking care of his blind son. He was murdered by the FBI because they say he posed a threat against Joe Biden. Now, let's be very clear, okay? I do not approve of people making threats to other people's life. But here is something, okay? Joe Biden is not above reproach. Okay? I don't approve of him making threat to anybody. Myself, my family, or Joe Biden. But here is something. I am so old to the point where I remember when people made threat to Donald Trump. Multiple times, the FBI did absolutely nothing. Okay? I remember when a certain rapper that changed his name to Snoop Lion, and I guess he's back to Snoop Dogg, or whatever it is, did a video depicting Trump as a dead man. Okay? Like a dead man in his video. And I remember the FBI doing nothing about it. I remember the media making it look like it was nothing. Okay? I am old enough to remember when Kathy Griffin had a picture of herself depicting the head of Donald Trump with blood everywhere. Okay? To the point where his son freaked out. His son was a child at the time. Y'all saw nothing wrong with that. The FBI was nowhere to be found. Nobody. But this 70-something years old man that needed an assisted device just to walk around. It's a man that they claim was a danger to Joe Biden. A man, Joe Biden, who is absolutely protected by Secret Service 24/7. It's the man that was going to get killed by a 70-something years old man in Utah. And you see, again, I don't approve of people making threat. I don't approve that. But guess what? We as Americans, we are all the same, okay? We should all be protected with the same law. Where is the FBI when pro-life activists were physically assaulted? Where was the FBI? They didn't care. They don't care. May we remember, I am old enough again to remember when Biden was Obama's vice president. They killed Ted Bundy, I think was his name, in Oregon or something. When the Bureau of Land Management, blah, 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 went over to take their family land, and they said no, the FBI killed Americans. Here we are. But this man that was murdered in cold blood by the FBI was shot he was shot 37 times. And before they shot him, they actually did like explosive deal to trigger him to see if he would have shot at them. He did not. They killed this man in cold blood. He was shot 37 times. A man in the 70s who was responsible for taking care of his blind son was murdered. The FBI already had a talk with this man. So they knew exactly that he was not capable of going out there and doing whatever he threatens to do. But what I'm saying here is, though, I do not approve people making threat to other people's life. That's not what I'm saying here. But here's one thing I will tell you. Who needs Russia? Which American, especially if you are a Christian conservative, if you believe in the traditional values and principles, if you believe that America is a constitutional republic, get eggs, baby, okay?
Oh, you didn't grab them?
No. If you believe that America is being destroyed from within, if you do not go along with the agenda, you don't need to be afraid of Russia. We don't need to be afraid of Iran. We don't need to be afraid of China when our American government will do it for them. My number one fear right now as an American is not China. My number one fear right now as an American is not Russia. My number one fear right now as an American is not Iran. My number one fear right now is our American government. A government that was supposed to be for the people, by the people. A government that was supposed to protect the people. A government that was supposed to do everything to protect our freedom, our liberties, okay, and our rights. It's the same government that is taking away our freedoms, our liberties, and our rights. And if you question that, they come at you. The FBI already knew this man. It is not like he made a threat today and they went after him tomorrow. No. This was months. They knew the condition he was in. Here's what I think is going on, okay? This is the government sending a warning to all of us. They murdered him. He was shot 37 times. A man that could not fight back. A man that needed help, okay, in his own home. While he was taking care of his blind son, okay? It's the same man that they shot 37 times. They left him in his own blood for hours. This is the government telling me and you better watch out because you're going to be the same way. We know we have destroyed your way of life. We know we have taken away the chances of you being prosperous in your own nation. Why? Our lives are great. We know that we have sold your nation right underneath your eyes. And we know that you are not happy about it. But here's one thing. You will not speak. Because if you speak and we don't like what you say, we're going to take you out. This is our government. I don't need China to take me out. I don't need Russia to take me out. I don't need Iran to take me out. I have the American government. What a place to be as a nation and as people. When the people responsible for your protection are the same people that will kill you in cold blood, you can do nothing. These people have every power. This is why they are doing everything to take away your Second Amendment rights. This is why they're doing everything to take away your First Amendment rights. This is why they are doing everything to attack the freedom of speech. Because if you are allowed to speak, you will be exposing who they are. And they don't want you to expose who they are. May God help us. We are in some dark days. You can ask about the crime Biden family. The FBI don't care about that. Because you know what? No, it is not their job to go after real criminals. However, it is their job to go after Americans and murder them in cold blood on American soil. This man worked all of his life. He paid taxes, okay? The government stole his money, and the same government killed him in cold blood. May God bless us. May God help heal this land, because we are in some very dark times. Adios, y'all.